Well, good afternoon, Pulling fans. We're here in Hammond, Louisiana for session number 2 here of the Big Pull, the Mid-South Pull, second night of competition here. I'm Dan Mayer here with Full Pull Live, and as you can see, I'm in the trailer. I'm not out trackside where we should be because we are currently under a rain delay right now here in Hammond, Louisiana. We've been told we're looking to go a little bit later on here tonight, but as you can currently see here, we'll get you a live shot here in just a second of what the current conditions are right now at the track. They've got it covered, as you can see. So we just got to let the rain let up here. It's let up quite a bit here. They said it's more or less down to a spritz. So hopefully we'll be able to get some pulling action in here tonight. Last night we saw just an outstanding show. What a great show of competition here with the Mid-South Pullers. Their first event of the season as they got things kicked off last night. I think we had just about 60 hooks last night, and it was just a great show, way to kick off their program. We're going to show you some of the highlights from last night's pulling action. Of course, last night we had a tremendous two-wheel drive class. We had, pullers coming from the outlaw circuit. We had some NTPA pullers as well as the normal folks that run with the Mid-South circuit. We're all here and put on one outstanding program. The two-wheel drives actually ended up with a tie last night as we had 3 pullers make full pull runs last night. We're going to check out one of the runs here from Don Nelson. He actually pulled the furthest but made a full pull run here. The little whip truck, and then, we had also Chase Richardson. He had made a full pull last night. Here we go up on our replay here. We see the furthest pull of the night. Don Nelson here with the little whip truck with that Colorado, and you can see right out the end last night, and one of 3 trucks to do it. Now here at this track here in Hammond, things are a little bit different. They've got more or less like a sand pit at the end of the track, so they line it out to about 340 or so, and after that they've got the sand there. So we had 3 competitors that made full pull runs last night. Of course, Chase Richardson with the Suffer Insanity, he made a full pull run on his run, as well as Andy Teasley with the Apex truck. And so we had the NTPA truck out there. We had the Outlaw truck. You can see Tim Mikulski right there, another Texas puller. He's pointing him out the end there. But a great run for Don Nelson. So 3 competitors made full pull runs. They more or less decided to split. None of the competitors were going to come back and run in the competition last night. So there you can see the rundown. There is the Little Whip, the Apex truck, and the Suffer Insanity all made full pull runs over that 340 feet. The Gunsmoke truck out of Texas finished up in that number 4 spot. That was Robert Zajac. And then the P5 truck of Jesse Petro rounded out the top 5. So as you can see, what a field we have got here in Hammond, Louisiana. They're all still here, ready to go at it. And we'll see. Hopefully Mother Nature will give us a break here, and we'll be able to see the action back here. Now we're going to take a look here at our next class. Last night as well, actually right there, that's a good sign. We got the tarp coming off. So see the live view right there as we've got the tarps coming off here. So we'll talk about the light limited superstock class, a very popular class down with the Mid-South pullers. And last night, last puller in the class, the Grease Monkey, Larry Anderson, was able to pick up the win down there out of Glasgow, Kentucky. As we'll see here up on the replay, what a great run here, this alcohol-powered machine, as he had the run of 3:01.81. And take a look at the power getting to the ground here last night. As you can see, great crowd on hand for Friday night here, as we had a little bit of liquid sunshine a little bit later on in our program. But here for the light limited class, as we see that once again the replay here of the Grease Monkey and Larry Anderson, our winner. So we'll see if he's going to be able to repeat here tonight, as the light limited supers will be also on the docket once again here for session number 2. Finishing up in that number 2 spot last night was Richard Taylor with the Family Tradition. You see the grain train there in the number 3 spot. That was Nick Harrell at 297.39. So our top 5 finishers, light limited supers, a little bit short on numbers here last night. Some of the competitors don't really have their equipment ready to go. So, but, the tractors that were here put on an excellent program for us. So things are starting to look up here in Hammond, Louisiana. Here we'll continue to run down through our runners from last night, our winners in our competition in session number 1, as we see the folks there working the tarp, getting the tarp off. And, you know, that is one of the things we've seen, the tarp work so great down in Chapel Hill, Tennessee. You know, we had rain down there on Saturday night last year. They tarped the track, and we were actually pulling, you know, less than a half hour from when that rain stopped. So that was, you know, those tarps are worth their weight in gold here. As you see, some of the fans are starting to file in here, waiting out the weather here. And we're hoping to, you know, keep our fingers crossed. We're going to be able to get some pulling action in here tonight. So we're going to move along here to last night's replay here of the Super Farm class. As you can see, one of the best right there, Mr. Brad Woods. How many times we've seen this guy do it. The Thunderstruck right there. Now, he was the PPL champion on the Champions Tour for 2024. Also a many-time Mid-South champion. And actually that's... You know, talking to Brad, he says, that's why I decided to come out and run the Champions Tour. He says, I've won the Mid-South circuit so many times. And, you know, this Mid-South circuit, one of the PPL member states, and has been for a bunch of years there, as you see the new uniforms for the folks out there on the track, all our officials. So we see the Thunderstruck of Brad Woods taking the big win. That Deer Tracks, Greg Freeze finished up in that number 2 spot. We had the Ridge Runner finishing in the number 3. That was Russ DeBerry. He was the final hook in the class. The high-end Harvester finished up number 4. As that was Chris Hawkins. And then rounding out our top 5 last night was the Vandergrift tractor, the Green Fever. And no, it wasn't Burness doing the driving last night. It was actually Russ, and talked to Russ this afternoon. He was pretty happy with his run out there. They didn't make the run they were looking for in Louisville about a month ago now. And he said they've got to put a new turbo on it. But he says the next time you see this tractor, he said it'll be back up to snuff like they like. So there we take a look, and we're starting to work that track up a little bit more here. So we are getting closer. And I don't think, you know, we're about 13 minutes or so from that 6 o'clock Central start time here tonight. We're not going to make that. So we're going to be, I'm going to say we're probably going to be looking about maybe 6:30-ish. Of course, we're going to give you updates every half hour and let you know officially what the folks here are thinking as far as when we're going to get this pull underway. So with that, we will roll on into our next class. Last night that we ran, now the 4th class on the docket was these Pro Stock diesel trucks, the 3.6 trucks. And yes, you see the Shy Diesel out front there. Yes, Brady Ingram got the job done last night. Once again, so many times he's been a champion on the PPL Silver Series, and last night came down here. Now take a look where he spotted that sled. He was a little bit left of center. He found that groove on the track, and take a look at that run. Wow. Just a great run there for Brady Ingram. First time that he's ever pulled here with the Mid-South Pullers and really put on a show. So took the big win there. Had a great run of 332 feet plus to take that championship here. And, you know, we talk about, you know, the Pro Stock trucks. What a field we had last night. We had an even dozen of them, some of the toughest in the nation. You know, we saw, you know, at the farm show, Carolyn Counts Armistead with her Dixie Ram. She was here last night and actually finished up in that number 2 spot. But take a look once again at this run here. The Shy Diesel Pro Stock truck. Of course, they got their big Super Stock truck that Ken Crowder has driven to so many championships. But, yeah, these Shy Diesel trucks, when they pull into the pits, you know they mean business. And there you go. 332.47, the Shy Diesel truck taking the win. Brady Ingram, just recently married, Dixie Ram. And Carolyn Armistead, she finished up number 2. The Bandit, real good run for that team last night. That was Nico Straticus. They've got 3 of the Pro Stock trucks they're running now. We've got the Hookin' for a Cure, real good run there for William Kaufman, was driving this truck last night. And then rounding out the top 5 was the Out of Hand truck. And that was Greg Stranley coming down from the cold country, Wisconsin, to run down here in Alabama, and did a great job there. So Greg Stranley rounding out the top 5 here in our Pro Stock diesel truck class. So as you can see, the competitions here, we're just, hopefully Mother Nature's going to give us a break here tonight, and we're going to be able to, you know, bring you the action here tonight with this event down here in Hammond, Louisiana. Now, make sure you do follow us on social media, as we will update the social media sites as well. So make sure you do have that, follow that with us here, as we will take a look here now at our 5th and final class last night. And, of course, the winner in our limited pro class, the 4-1 class last night. Patrick Payne with the bad to the bone took the big win, and you saw our countdown show. Jason Schultz was talking to Patrick, but an excellent run right there. Look at that lift on that tractor, and it looked like at that point we kind of burned the tractors in, and the track got a little bit slick, but Patrick found the hot setup out there with the bad to the bone and took the big win. As we'll take a look here on the replay, the final class last night, we had 9 of the Pro Stock Limited Pro tractors running last night, and I think we've got a few scratches going into tonight's program, so there was some breakage there on the track last night. But take a look at this run here. Front end set just about perfect out there, and then right there, it really took a bite. It kind of catapulted him there. You see the lead distance marker went right by the cone to pick up that big championship win here on night number 1. So that is the recap of last night's winners. We see the bad to the bone taking the win, 387. That Dixie Deer not too far behind, Jed Pettis right there in the number 2 spot. The plow tractor, 4-1, 293.04 in that number 3 spot. That was Stephen Long. Number 4 went to the Weekend Warrior, as that was John Cavalry. And then rounding out our top 5 was the Hillbilly Moonshiner truck, and that was tractor, that was Brad Foster. So there you can see our great running class. Now you see the running in the red hot, running in the red, we're both here. Coming out of the state of Wisconsin, the Gallitses, and I believe they did hurt one of their tractors last night, so we'll see if they're going to be able to make it out here tonight. So yeah, we've got some tough competition coming down here to mix up with these Mid-South folks, and we will of course keep you updated to everything that is going on here in Hammond, Louisiana. Beautiful facility, as Charlie Salino and his group here is actually set up behind his Kubota dealership, and this ground here has been in the family for many generations, and actually used to grow strawberries on it, and he decided he's going to build a pulling track, and the facility here just A1 here for tractor and truck pulling, and hopefully we're going to be able to bring you session number 2 action here tonight. So there you can take a look once again at our live shot, starting to work that track up and get ready for pulling competition here tonight. But before we leave you off air here tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about full pull picks here tonight. We're going to take a look here at some of the, who are the favorites here for the picks. And I think we'll go two-wheel drive, because we're going to get started with two-wheel drive here tonight. And you can see, head-to-head competition here. We've got the Hidden Figures. We've got the Final Notice in there, the Tennessee Wild Child, Kryptonite, the two-time, and Chad Mayhill. You see the P5 on there. And I'm going to say, if we're going to go with, let's take a long shot here tonight. Let's go with Gunsmoke tonight. I'd say I think Robert's going to get it done. Whitey Zajac, a many-time outlaw champion. And we got to pick 2 of them here. So let's see. We're going to go, we took Robert Zajac. I'd say let's go with Mark Ford and the Tremor. That's a good pick right there. So you got to pick 2 of them. And then just hit the join now button there. So there I go. That's how easy it is, fans, to get your picks in. And we have picks up here for all the classes. As you can see, we got the Pro Stock 4-wheel drive trucks, the Light Limited Supers, the 4-1 Limited Pro tractors, as well as the Super Farm. So we'll do one more here before we leave you on the air here. Let's see. Let's go with the Pro Stock diesel trucks here. And let's not go... let's go with the Bandit. We'll take the Bandit for one of them. And our second one, we are going to go with Greg Stranley with the out-of-hand truck. We'll take the truck out of Wisconsin. So there's our 2 picks. And we'll put that in there. So see if we can win a little bit of cash here tonight. So that's how easy it is, fans. Make sure you head on over to Full Pull Picks, and we'll have all those up. Make sure you do get your picks in before that particular class starts. Now, I like to get all the picks in before the show starts, but you've got up until that particular class starts before you can, and then you'll be locked out and won't be able to get those picks in. So that's how easy it is to do. There's our live shot right there. And unfortunately, we see the umbrellas starting to come out here. So that's not a good sign, but we will wait and see here. And, of course, you get that track uncovered, you got to watch. As Mother Nature, it can bite you. So we're going to wait and see. And, of course, we'll keep you updated. Make sure you do check out our social media channels. And we will keep everything updated. We'll be back with another update in 30 minutes. Just watch the ticker on the screen. And if we do have any other updates, but we will be back here in 30 minutes with another update. So we'll hope to see you back here. And hopefully Mother Nature will let up here tonight. We'll see you in a little bit.
Road rage jerk, shouting obscene words, flipping me the bird. Well, you may be on a state paved road, but that blacktop runs through my payload. Excuse me for trying to do my job, but this year ain't been no bumper crop. If you don't like the way I'm driving, get back on the interstate. Otherwise, sit tight and be nice and quit your honking at me that way. 'Cause I'm the son of a third generation farmer. I've been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter. I got 2 boys in the county 4-H. I'm a lifetime sponsor of the FFA. Hey!
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4. 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 Mic check. Mic check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Back them up a little bit. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2. Mic check. Mic check. Rain, rain, go away. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was 700 fence posts from your place to house. Neither one of us was old enough to drive a car. Sometimes it was raining, sometimes it would shine. We wore out that gravel road between your house and mine. I'd start walking your way, you'd start walking mine. We'd meet in the middle, meet that old Georgia pine. We'd gain a lot of ground, 'cause we both give a little. Ain't no road too long, we meet in the middle. It's been 7 years tomorrow since we said our vows under that old pine tree. You ought to say it now. Standing in the backyard, reminding me and you, if we don't see eye to eye, there's something we can do. I start walking your way, you start walking mine. We meet in the middle, meet that old Georgia pine. We gain a lot of ground, 'cause we both give a little. Ain't no road too long, we meet in the middle. Babe, I love the way we work it out. That's what love is all about. breaking records with bucks, I ain't teasing. I ain't sitting around and daydreaming. I'm going getting it, man, full steam and be the greatest of all time. Be the chateau, not a cheap wine. Be the rhythm and the rhyme. Love a girl till the end of time. Party like a rock star every single chance you get. Remember that you lose if you don't win. Be the best of the best, let everybody in the world know. If you're gonna be alive, be the GOAT. Be the GOAT. Be the greatest of all time, baby. Be the GOAT. Be the GOAT. Be the greatest of all time, baby. People gonna love you, people gonna hate you, people gonna steal your joy and downgrade you. The world will pull you down and enslave you. So go and get it with the tools God gave you. Be the greatest of all time. Be the chateau, not a cheap wine. Be the rhythm and the rhyme. Love a girl till the end of time. Party like a rock star every single chance you get. Remember that you lose if you don't win. Be the best of the best, let everybody in the world know. If you're gonna be alive, be the GOAT. Be the GOAT. Be the greatest of all time, baby.
I sailed the night you left me. Nothing worse could ever happen. Seeing you with someone else proved that I was wrong. And when your eyes met mine, I knew you.
Mic check 1 2. 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 Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
She didn't see it.
Dixie cup martinis, second one's a freebie. Happy Friday afternoon. That neon sun's are rising. I'm sitting here admiring the sun. time. I hit the door running. I fire up my pickup truck and let the horses run. I go flying down that highway to that hideaway, stuck out in the woods to do this stuff.
Mic check 1 2. 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 Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 3 4. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check. It's halfway. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. If I go much higher than that, I gotta take my shoes off. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Mic check 1 2 1 what da, 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 da. Mic check 1 2. That's worse. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 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 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Did that one go out?
You have to turn it all the way up to get it to do anything.
Did that one? I mean, it's still working, right?
I turned these off.
Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Let me try. I brought another.
Check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4.
Only thing I can imagine is maybe this thing just fucking died from being out here in the
Mic check 1 2. 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 Much better. Much better. Mic check 1 2. 1 2. All right, well, let's see what we can go up to and what we got to go down to. So you go ahead and start raising, and let's find out. Mic check 1 2. 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check.
If you only list your vacation home on Airbnb, you'll get a couple who'll stay a couple of nights. But if you
Break extremely hard.
Mic check 1 2. 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 Ain't nothing.
All right, hang on.
Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Hammond, Louisiana. It's still hot, hot. I'm gonna turn me down a little bit. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2 3 4.
There may be something wrong with how those tonight, but we'll
So once again, Dan Mayer joining you here on Full Pull Live here, and I got special guest here, the Crazy Cajun.
How you doing, Dan?
Robert, good to see you.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
You know, last night we put on one heck of a show here in Hammond, Louisiana, and first time I've ever been here. What a place, what a pull.
Man, last night was, I've been here for 8 years since we started, and last night was the best Friday night we've had probably since the beginning, to be honest with you. And it was great. Great job by the pullers, great job by the association, great job by everybody. Just everything went off with a hitch. Little spring will come in at the end of it, but when the spring will come in at the end of it, we got the class in, and you would think the track would get worse at the end, and last three had some of the best pulls, and I think third to last won it.
So speaking of sprinkles, that's currently what we've got right now going on.
Yeah, Mother Nature.
What is the window here? Are we looking? I mean, we've got. We'll get a live shot up here in just a little bit. But.
Yeah, me and Charlie's watch the weather, and we watch it close. In Louisiana, weather, if you wait 10 minutes, it's going to change. That's just how it is. They told us rain was coming. They told us it would be a half inch to an inch. We ain't got a half inch yet. So it's been very, very light. As you see, if you look at our track, we have a tarpaulin that we got specially made for us that covers our whole track from side to side. It keeps the moisture off. Now, does moisture come up from the bottom of it? Yes, it gets a little bit wet, but it's not bad. If the rain can stop here in the next 30 to 45 minutes like they're telling us, which is 7 to a 7:15 window.
Okay.
Central Time. If it stops then I think it would be perfect for us to be able to get this pull in tonight. I'm excited about it. I think if the track does get where we get uncovered, it's going to be a little greasy, but it's going to be a lot of fun and real tricky for the pullers.
All right. Well, we're going to see here just a little bit if we can get this show in here tonight, session number 2. Now, we saw a great show last night. You know, I mean, the competitors really, I mean, the competition we got here this weekend, I mean, it's top of the line here.
Yeah.
You know, and the track here last night, a lot of the pullers, you know, they went into this event and they're like, nah, not sure on the track. The track showed, you know, last night that, hey, it'll take power, and it puts on a great show.
Last night, the power was there. They was putting the power to it, and we've seen a lot of people moving lead a lot. You know, you'll see a puller go down the track, he was straight down, he was the third puller. Next thing you know, you had 4 trucks back there moving lead. They was watching the track, paying attention to the track. It was taking the power, and the later in your class you got, we had a lot of winners come out late in the class because it just kept taking it. It wasn't going away, and that's the best thing about it. The good thing about our pool, I mean, you talked about last night, is we have it so early in the year because just the weather in Louisiana and how it is, and we like to get it over with and done. A lot of the pullers are not pulling yet. Associations are not. They'll get to come down here and pull with us. So, to like I say it, we had the cream of the crop last night. A bunch of champions from different series and different associations.
Now, any other pulls that happen here in Louisiana, or is this?
There's no other pull in Louisiana that we've seen or had. Now, there's some right here in Texas on the outside of Louisiana. I've really maybe up in North Mississippi, but nothing in South Mississippi, nothing in South Alabama that's close. In a mile radius where we're at, we say within 150 to a 200 mile radius, there's not a lot around us.
Okay.
But the way this pull come around is Charlie used to drive all over, pull his tractor to Tennessee, everywhere else, and go pull everywhere else. And he said, let's just have one of ours in our backyard. And we did it. And the first year we did it, it rained so bad, and we tried it at the beginning of April, and they backed the sled in on the track, and when the sled backed in and stopped, it sunk 2 foot.
So, yeah, that's that'll make for a long night.
We learned quick, and then Charlie and them decided to come here and behind their dealership put in a track. And I tell everybody, if you want to come see what a family really loves pulling and they want to put everything into it, every year you come here, there's more, there's new stuff. They always upgrading and trying to make it better and better every year.
And we were talking last night, a vacation spot, basically. I mean, you're what, 45 minutes from New Orleans?
45 minutes from New Orleans. You can go to the beach in Biloxi, Mississippi in an hour and 5 minutes.
Airboating, Gators.
Go, man,
that's got to be. I got to make time for that next year. We are doing.
You come down, and most of the pullers do. Mr. Richard Taylor gets here on Tuesday. That tells you he wants to be here that early. He gets here on Tuesday. Him and his wife go down to casinos, stuff like that. They go do an airboat tour. They get to go see the gators. They get to go see the swamp, all that kind of stuff. They get to come eat the food. If you don't get full while you're down here, something's wrong with you because you're missing a good opportunity to eat.
Now, Crazy Cajun, I've gained about 10 pounds here this weekend. The jambalaya. We had Brucey.
Yeah,
Brucey from
Swamp People. Bruce is top notch. Can cook, can hunt gators, can fish, can do whatever you want to. Ain't gonna wear a shirt under overalls, but he's gonna sure do what he needs to do.
He had a shirt on today.
He
had a shirt on today. Everybody was commenting. He actually had a shirt, but the best jambalaya I have ever had. Now, we've been ranking food here while we've been down here on this trip, and I've got the rating system for 5 Dans.
Yeah.
This was 6. I mean,
6.
it was so good. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
the
tonight
best-
I'm gonna make sure I done went down there and talked to Fritz Lee, and they're gonna take care of you with some chicken cracklings, and we'll get you some boudin egg roll, and make sure you're taking care of that. We're gonna get you a little more southern food down there, so we'll
All
get
right.
you fed tonight.
Oh, man. Jeez.
Take care of you that way, because one thing about Charlie and them, and when you come to Louisiana, we love to cook, we love to eat, but we love to share it. And that's one thing that Charlie and them do, I think, really, really good is today all the pullers got to eat free crawfish as
Yes.
much as they wanted.
What
There's still crawfish left. You had strawberries and ice cream, and then
Oh.
you had jambalaya, and you had boiled shrimp.
not just put it, buckets,
Oh, yeah.
and
the
garbage
tables out
cans.
there
Just
and
put
just
the
lay 'em out.
just lay them out there,
it's a
and
feast.
yes, it was.
It's a feast.
Just incredible the feast that they put on, and it's just unbelievable. I didn't see you there.
Well,
you were working.
So I printed all the T-shirts for this event. We
Okay.
talked about that.
Yes.
And printed all the T-shirts, and every year I bring T-shirts, and we usually sell out on first night. So Ari and Charlie told me, look, we don't want to sell out this year. So last night, on Friday nights, is usually a slow night for them. Tractor pulling, it always is. Saturday night's the best night.
Right.
We almost sold out last night.
Well,
So,
I got one.
I went back home this morning and got me 3 hours of sleep.
Okay.
Jumped up and went back to printing T-shirts again. So I printed T-shirts all day today. Got here at 3 o'clock, unloaded, folded the T-shirts on the table, and they're back out there. And my wife just texted me a while ago, and we got about 60 left. And it's again, and the show ain't even started yet. So,
Yeah, so-
they come in full force, and my wife, she'll tell you they'll come by usually 10 to 12 T-shirts each time they come by. We sell them all at $10, which is a price that you don't find much more, but I make them myself, and we just say that $10 is easier to buy more.
There you go.
So
make sure if you are here tonight,
come early.
Come grab a T-shirt. Yeah.
Grab a T-shirt. Have fun. I mean, this pool is, we talked about it last night. It's different than most pools. I go to some other pools around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do many. I do about 6 a year. And go to other pools. It's just a different, I guess you want to say, different people in different places. And I told y'all last night, this crowd will get up and party.
And they did.
They'll dance. They'll
They did.
sing. They'll do whatever you want. You just got to get out there and do it with them. And they love to do it. And then you get a couple of them out of the crowd, and they've had enough liquid courage. You get them on a pony, and you'll see what happens.
Well, now last night we had a couple of accidents. We up against the barriers. Is everybody okay?
Everybody was fine.
Okay.
I talked to
Okay.
the couple who did that. I talked this morning. They said they had so much fun. They would do it again.
Okay.
And that makes my day. We're gonna do some more of that tonight once we get ready to go. We love interacting with the crowd. We love the kids come out there and have a good time with us. It's just fun because this crowd loves to have fun. And I told you, it's a party and a pool's going to work out in the middle of it. So we just want to keep having fun like that. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of pullers come to us and they tell us all the time, we love coming down to the Louisiana pool because it's different than other pools.
Right.
And I hope y'all seen that since y'all come down.
I've had a great time.
Well,
I'm ready to come back next year.
Well, that's what we want.
And that's and the folks watching last night on the live stream. A lot of people commenting about the event, what a great event it was, and great facility, and great to watch that pool, and a lot of the folks that were here, coming on back here tonight.
Yeah,
that's the name of the game.
A while ago, I was out there and I was working with the crowd that we had a while ago, and there's a crowd in the rain right now. Now we have about 300 people that's already sitting out in the stands right now.
Yeah,
in the crowd. If they want to get a shot of that, they're already in the crowd sitting there. They're sitting in lawn chairs.
There you go.
You see them back here in the back. You see in the back there in the back by the food trailer and all back there. They are packed in that building. People are at the line waiting to get in, and it's raining right now. It's sprinkling. I mean,
Right.
It's not a rain. This is just a sprinkle, light sprinkle. But they're waiting to get in because these people want to see this. They don't see this all the time in Louisiana. They love it, and we've experimented with classes. They love to see the trucks and the tractors.
Yep.
So-
And hopefully we're going to be able to get it in.
I feel very optimistic about it. I do, very much. So,
All right. So, hey, Robert, I'll let you get back outside.
Yeah,
Thanks again for
no
joining
problem.
us here, Full
Same
Pull
here.
Live. We're just doing an update here, letting the folks back, all over the country and watching, just seeing where we're at here currently as we see the live view here at Full Pull Live. So, once again, we'll be back with another update. We're going to try to keep the updates going for you and let you know where we are at. Once again, we're still under a rain delay here in Hammond, Louisiana for the Showdown in the Swamp. Night number 2 here in Hammond. We'll be back at the, 30 minutes, and we'll be back with another update here and let you know officially where we are at. So we'll see you in about 30 minutes for another update.
Mic check 1 2. All right. It is lightning right now, so we would ask you to please get out of the metal bleachers. Go to your car or either get under some tents or go to the building, but get out of the metal bleachers. If it keeps lightning and lightning strikes the bleachers, it's going to be a bad situation. So we ask everybody, please get out of the bleachers. Metal's not good with the lightning and you're high up. We're waiting on Mother Nature. Everything's still looking good for us to get this in. Just going to be a little bit. We are working hard and nobody's gave up. We want to get this in tonight. Thank everybody for understanding. I know you want to keep your seats, but I'd rather have your life than a seat. Trust me.
Once again, Dan Mayer here back in Hammond, Louisiana. Full Pull Live here for an update. And we are going to cut the live stream right now. We are going to update the Facebook page, the Full Pull Live Facebook page. So, you can follow us on there. You can see the current situation right now. We've still got rain. They are still hopeful. We'll see what happens here. But we will update the Full Pull Facebook page here with any update that we get. But we, once again, are going to cut the live stream here tonight, and we'll be back with updates on Facebook to let you know. So once again, hopefully we'll be able to get